All right, we welcome you back to Edison, New Jersey, NBHL, the Inman Sports Complex. As we get underway, the Comets and Apollo, two phenomenal teams who did some damage yesterday and now often playing here today. Comets obviously in the red, Apollo's in their all blacks. And it's Brandon Jones who got a touch, and now Blake Gray working it around, keeps it behind the net. Goaltender Andrew Carter for Apollo, having the start between the pipes here in this contest. And Apollo will play it deep. We will get our first stoppage. All right, so yesterday, what did we see from Apollo and the Comets? Comets going down to the Greyhounds 3-2. That was the 11 a.m. games. Apollo defeated the Mariners 3-2, the 12 p.m. game. Comets and Apollo did play yesterday, and it was a fun one. 7-6 final, Apollo over the Comets in that one. So a rematch from a game that saw a couple goals from Jacob Batista and 2 goals in the first period. Donald Kleckner had a hat trick. And the game-winning goal came from Cam Cordio, the 9:09 mark in that third period, as we will get a cover-up on the other side. Andrew Carter. So that was actually our highest scoring game of the day across the ladies and the men's, 7-6, so 13 goals between those two. So 12 goals between the Comets and the Mariners. So the Comets have been scoring goals in bunches. Nothing so far, just about 2 minutes in. Here's a shot that's steered aside. Goaltender Robbie Snyder for the Comets. And slowed down. Back in the corner, that's number 15, Connor Callahan. So Callahan working with Derek Chaves. And still pinned up here are the Comets. And this one nearly found the back of the net. And instead, it'll stay in the field of play. This is Derek Chaves fighting as Kelchner for Apollo. And we've got a stoppage. Matt McCracken is actually between the pipes for the Comets. Face-off won by the Comets. Now fight along the boards. We're shy of 3 minutes into this one. This is Mills. Battling with Matt Altamare. Mills using his body to get tight in on the tender, and an arm is up for a delayed penalty, and the Comets will have the first power play of this game. A nice play by Zach Mills to draw that penalty. Well, maybe they didn't ultimately call it. We still have 5-on-5? No, it is 5-on-4. Jones back to Dutney. He'll wind, he'll fire, and that's just wide rebound. And that is snared. What a save on what looked to be a sure goal for the Comets. Jacob Batista was just robbed by Andrew Carter. So Dutney back to take the face off again. And the Comets settle. Here's Dutney. Sliding to the left. Back to Dutney. Having a catch with Jacob Batista. Good ball movement from the Comets. Trying to sneak it in the middle. Goes across the goal mouth. Gray couldn't pull the trigger. 40 seconds still left on the penalty. Dutney over to the left. Here's a wrist shot. Rebound, 2 saves, maybe 3 as Gray still has it. Puts it in the slot, and another glove save. Robbery from Carter. Brandon Jones thought he had one this time. Well, we are 4.5 minutes in, and so far the story has been the goaltender for the Apollo team. Andrew Carter, you see him losing his balance as well, still able to make the glove save. And I don't know if you saw there in the bottom right, the reaction from the Apollo bench. Big wow. So that's already 4 or 5 saves we've seen from Carter, and of the high quality variety. 5.5 to go, 15 seconds left on the power play. Still another chance on the man advantage here for the Comets. Dutney to the left, cross for Batista. Good movement at the top. Slap shot, this one turned away. Waiting patiently, Batista holding, and he's denied again on the near post. Backhand shot, and that one went wide, and here come Apollo trying to break out. It's Jones who says no. Batista, one more, another save. Make it another, and a cover. Carter. So Andrew Carter from the Cleghorn Crooks, 249 goals against average during the season, 8-2 record. He was the MA Tier 1 most valuable goalie back in 2023, a Tier 1 champion in 2023. And in fine form here in 2025 during a league weekend. It's been all Comets on the attack, still 0-0. We are 3.5 in. Not seen any sustained pressure from Apollo yet. It's been all Comets the last 2 or 3 minutes. Can they break through? Another turnaround shot, this one coming out. Apollo, another chance to clear the zone. They can't do it. Here's a shot that goes wide off the stick of Biaghetti. Out of the corner, Comets breaking out. Jack Rhodes, and this one sneaks through the 5-hole. Jack Rhodes with the goal. And the Comets finally on the board after an early onslaught. Another look. See Rhodes, who started this sequence. Good turn, able to drive towards the net. That right pad kind of settled it right in the area for Rhodes to be able to knock it home easily. So good work by Carter. And now down a goal. We'll see if Apollo can respond. The call from the Apollo bench is let's get to work. Down a goal with possession. Connor Callahan. And that was quick. Comets right back on the attack. Mills. Blocked, stays in the corner. J.D. Dutney with Zach Mills behind. Looking for someone in the slot. It's Dutney. And then knocked away by Connor Callahan. Does not get it over that mid-court line. So offsides, not in effect. Although this time it'll be the Comets who have to check up as it goes all the way down. Comets go off on a quick change. This is Jones driving up the middle. And he's knocked off the puck. Well, not the puck. This is ball hockey. Off the ball. And some space for Brandon Kwasny from the Long Island Fury. Gray. Steered into the corner. Cam Cordio, also from the Cleghorn Crooks, is there. Is this one knocked behind the net? Cordio still in the mix. Cordio trying to turn, does it to his backhand, and it's swatted over the net with the glove. Another great chance for the Comets. We'll get another look. So a really nifty pass here by Cam Cordio. And it was Brandon Jones doing all he could to finish that one off. Remains 1-0. And the face-off won by Apollo. Well, based on the way that this game has started, the Comets in some universe could have a 3 or 4 goal lead at this point. So I think Apollo feeling okay if they can get through this first period just down 1-0 and then try to turn the tide. Certainly not on pace for our 13-goal combined performance between these two teams yesterday at this point. Chances have been aplenty, though. Fast-paced game. On the turnover, in the defensive zone for the Comets, or for the Apollo, and the Comets have it as this one's deflected into the corner. And off on a change goes Jones of the Comets all the way back for a flooring call. A few new players coming on, as you see, for the Comets, including Batista, Malloy, Altman, Biaggetti back into the game, and Jack Rhodes, the lone goal scorer. About 1:40 left. Batista on the draw. Rizzitano for Apollo. Spear will dump it deep. Apollo goes off on a change. Spear applying some pressure. And a good wheels race there with R.J. Gibbs for Apollo getting back defensively, and this one going wide. Another chance for the Comets. Back to the point. Here's a shot. Won't get through. Blocked down by Kleckner. Still Malloy going around the bend. Didn't have an angle to shoot. And behind it goes Batista. Trying his backhand, ran into some traffic. Spin move by Kleckner. And Jacob Batista played it around. Now in the middle, Malloy fanned on a shot. Batista found it. And now looks for someone, Rhodes the overlapping run. Instead it's Malloy. Got a lot of space, goes across for Biaggetti. Good delivery good trigger, another save from Carter. 33 seconds left. Another look at this last play by the Comets. You see the movement off the ball has been superb. Malloy with a great pass there, right on the money. Just along the court. And an offensive zone face-off for the Comets. Here's a slap shot that goes wide. "20 seconds left in the first period. Still some time for Apollo if they hurry. And they will have an offensive zone face-off with 8 seconds left. So again, all things considered, maybe a win for Apollo to only give up 1 goal here in this first period based on the number of chances that the Comets have had. Regroup after the period. And they actually get a chance at a goal here with Connor Callahan quickly off the draw, shooting into the upper 90, but the save made. And Matt McCracken is the goalie for this one for the Comets. Another shot, and this one sails over the net. Buzzer sounds for the end of the first period. After 1-0, Comets lead Apollo.
I love being a part of it because I am a player, I'm a coach, I'm a referee.
Ball hockey is so much more accessible to the average person if you've never played hockey before.
People look at it like, oh, you just play, it's for hockey player, play the feet. It doesn't take skill to play. It takes skill to play.
We get excited, people get happy, there's fights, there's everything in it.
It's different.
It's fun.
Fast-paced.
Electric.
I mean, anyone can play.
From the beginning of time, men and women have been friends, family, but yet rivals as well. Some of the most epic battles have been fought from the North to the South Pole and anywhere in between. As time flies, battles have transformed themselves into sports. Yet, the fundamentals remain the same, with lighter shields and a different type of sword. But evolution is clever. It introduces new rules but keeps one thing intact: adrenaline. So it's with honor and pride that we present to the world all of the above into one sport: hockey ball. The game born in the North that can be played from the mountains to the ocean, and from America to Europe, all the way to the land of the rising sun. Napper, anyone?
Back we come to Edison. 1-0 the score. Comets on a Jack Rhodes goal, assisted by P.J. Biaggetti. And do not have, they do, 11 shots on goal for the Comets versus 5 for Apollo. And those were 11 quality shots for the Comets, only 1 goal to show for it. So again, the Comets, who have scored 14 goals in their last 2 games here in the Elite Tournament. Elite weekend, I should say. With 1 goal to show for themselves here in the first period. Great play by Andrew Carter of Apollo, and now his team is on the attack to start in the second period. Backhand shot, and a save has to be made by McCracken. And cleared out of harm's way by the Comets' Blake Gray. Here's Cordio. And now Jones crossed the line. A deflection from Michael Andes. And numbers for Apollo if they can hurry and execute. Apollo will play it deep, come off on a change. And so sprinting up the left side, Nathan Zavola from the McKeesport Aces. Zavola holding possession. There's Cordio trying to gain it. And now this is Caden Wysong, who lost possession. Good chance for the Comets. One more. Another save by Carter. Still in danger. Here's a shot that's deflected as Jacob Batista had a look. And now Brett Holman will find some space and deliver to Callahan. There's plenty of players over there. Pad save has to be made. And now we're going the other way, 3-on-1 for the Comets. Led by Rhodes, Batista has to settle in, and the Apollo squad has gotten back defensively. Quick deflection into the corner off the pad of Carter. Turnaround shot sealed off by Carter. A try from Jack Rhodes. Romanecki keeps it for Rhodes. And now into the slot. This one deflected behind the corner. Another wraparound try. This one from J.D. Dutney. Couple more good chances either way. The odd man rushes turned aside. Still 1-0. We're approaching 3 minutes into this second period. Behind the net, maybe another wraparound try. This one goes all the way across the goal mouth. And Brett Holman settles. Works up the line. And a new line change comes in. Volpe, Tedesco, Spear. Defensively for Apollo. And stood up in the corner. The stalemate leads to the whistle. Been relatively clean play, I think, throughout the weekend, both on the women's side and the men's side. It might be a testament or a reflection of the way that the referees have called things. Only one penalty in this game. Nick Phillips, the tripping call, and the 3:15 mark of this one. But an offensive zone face-off for Apollo with Anthony Rizzitano, center from the North Side Militia, at the spot. Good stick by the Comets. And that was Evan Benedict, who defensively made the play. And he's the one who touches the ball here for a flooring call, and we are going all the way back down the floor. Apollo coached by Jeremy Bass. Assistant coach Hal Minford. Comets coached by Tony Fischetti, who's not here in attendance. Head coach for the weekend is Rocco Procida. Rizzitano once again at the spot. Loose in the middle. And it's Drew who receives. Finds his teammate Shane Ferris up for Benedict. And Evan Benedict got his man. This one goes into the corner. Mills with space. Kleckner got a touch on it and blocked it into the corner. Pops its way out of the near side boards. Now behind. Apollo looks to clear. Volpe. And a good foot from Altman to keep it in the zone. Apollo digging out of the corner. And a shot played deep there by Tommy Tedesco. Apollo on a line change. Comets looking to take advantage. They get there quickly. Brandon Jones, though, he was caught up to by Brett Holman. And now it's Holman who plays on for Matthew Altamare. Off the boards. And now the Comets on another chance. Another block. Muscling his way through was 91. That's Cam Cordio. Altman. Now Jones. Here's Gray. Odd angle shot. Cordio. And Jones still 1-0. We have not seen nearly the amount of quality chances here in the second period as we saw in the first 6 minutes of this game. And the pace is slowed to a halt as the Comets now have it with Gray in the corner. A lot more patient here in the last couple minutes. Again, a big testament to Andrew Carter's play early on to really keep Apollo within striking distance. Frustrating this Comets offense here in the half court, so to speak. It's Rhodes making a cut towards the middle. They tried to saucer it to him, and Rhodes still manages to find possession. Rhodes off the boards, nifty play. Then a little bit of help coming from Nick Phillips. Tries to get on the attack. He loses it to Dutney. Now it's Batista. One more in the middle. Dutney, and a touch from Carter, but back to Dutney. And behind. Carter looking over his shoulder as the Comets work the offense from there. Shot from the right side wouldn't fall. It's Batista. Forced all the way back to the boards. On the far side, and now Dutney. A lot of sprinting early on. It seems like both teams have slowed the pace a little bit. Let's just see on the facial expressions, a little bit heavier breathing as Batista tries to get a wraparound shot. Deflected wide. And now Altamare, who needs some help, finds a man in Michael Andes. Another line change for Apollo as they work their way up. It's Kleckner. Zavola defending for the Comets. Kleckner escapes. Kleckner trying to stop on a dime, and Zavola wins the battle for Biaggetti now. He turns to his backhand, gets an overlapping run. Left side, Benedict. He couldn't center it, and it deflects off the defender of Apollo, Brett Holman, into the glove of Andrew Carter. And another stoppage with 2:34. Not a lot of stoppages here in the second period. So 1-0 remains the score. Riley Drew, forward from the Hudson attack, is at the square. Right to Benedict. His shot wide. Chopped back by Sebastian Romanecki. He chases. And now a little space for Caden Buddha Wysong. Slap shot, big rebound, just wide. Wysong had a chance. Kleckner with the initial trigger, maybe the best chance for Apollo thus far. This one gloved down, and sprinting the other way are the Comets with Drew. Cross the line, Drew plays the space, and the shot back into the corner where Drew retrieves. There's Buddha Wysong again on the ball. Apollo with a little bit of breathing room. The Comets come off on a change. And both teams picking their spots to get fresh legs on. 1:25 to play here in period number 2. There's Chaves who gets it deep. Chase is on. Callahan. That's Sebastian Romanecki in the area, holding the line. Rizzitano, and he works it to Chaves. Hit the deck in the same motion. This shot just wide. Now, not a high-scoring game, but certainly a fun one to watch so far. Here's a great chance for Chaves. Wouldn't go. Another block, this one from Drew. Behind the net, they're attempting a wraparound, won't fall. Now Romanicki, as Ferris backhands it deep. Carter comes over to play it. It's Jones who's there to retrieve. And he's going to get it to Cordio. Backhand, another shot, and a save. And all the way down for what will be a flooring call. Well, you got JT Volpe there on your screen right in the middle. Volpe, who has shown his many talents this weekend as not only a player for Apollo, but a broadcaster for many of the games that you've heard. He broadcasted the first two games of the day here. Actually, the second and third were JT Volpe, so good stuff from JT for double dipping. Also creating some of the charts that I'm looking at here. We got a scoreless second period. Still only one goal in the game, 1-0. Comets lead on the goal from Jack Rhodes. It's going to come down to the third period. Here from Edison.
I love being a part of it because I am a player, I'm a coach, I'm a referee.
Ball hockey is so much more accessible to the average person if you've never played hockey before.
People look at it and like, oh, you just play it, it's floor hockey player, play the feed. It doesn't take skill to play. It takes skill to play.
We get excited, people get happy, there's fight, there's everything in it.
It's different.
It's fun.
Fast-paced.
Electric.
I mean, anyone can play.
My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
Huh? What are you two looking at? Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
Well, we got ourselves a ball game as we start the third period. Simon Rosenwasser here with you, Jackson Shank directing, Stanton Hunter on camera. We are Play-by-Play Productions. Glad to bring you this weekend's action and partner with the National Ball Hockey League for this Elite Weekend, and also the Elite Weekend coming up in a couple months in Pittsburgh. Seen some great hockey, including this game, as we are often playing here in the third, and a chance for Apollo right off the draw. Apollo certainly losing in the chances department. The Comets came out firing. Andrew Carter kept them in the game. And now Apollo trying to tie it up. As Nick Phillips looking for someone in the slot, no one home. Here's P.J. Biaggetti and Batista. And a driving pass. P.J. Biaggetti was there in front. Another hit. Here's Biaggetti dangling, getting a backhand shot on. Carter may have gotten a touch. It might have been the defender as well, Joe Malilo. But a gorgeous move from P.J. Biaggetti. There's Buddha. Wysong starting the sequence for Apollo, losing possession. Rhodes with a fresh leg, Drew on. Drew across. Here's Dutney. And now Drew plays it off the board. finds its way out of play into the Comets bench, and we stop with just a minute and change gone by here in the third. Greyhounds and Mariners are up next. As a flooring call will bring us back all the way down the court at the Inman Sports Complex. 4 more games to go, so one more game for each of these teams. Although this is actually the last game for the Comets. Apollo will play the final game of the weekend against the Mariners at 4 p.m., so we'll have a good one to finish. This is Spear, and now Wysong. Tedesco, 1 touch deep. Callahan is the closest Apollo player to it. Nathan Zavola spinning, and now Tedesco, who fanned on it. So it's going to be Riley Drew who runs on to hopefully settle in offensively for the Comets. Although Apollo will retrieve, settle down, and now Tedesco with an opportunity to play it to Kleckner. And so eyes up court, Kleckner looking for a long ball. And it'll get in on the goaltender. It's still Matt McCracken in between the pipes. He's wearing Snyder's jersey. Certainly hope that's the case. I was told that's the case. If not, somebody's setting me up for failure. Here's Chaves, who shoots. Won't go. At the moment, it's McCracken who has pitched a shutout to this point. Andes, skies high, leaves it down for Chaves, and a slap shot well high and wide to the right. In stride, it's Jones, 1-on-1, and he lost possession in the end. Carter makes the save. Has to be a perfect move to defeat Carter here in this game. And nothing happening for Jones. Again, teams content to settle. Even though the call from the Apollo bench is to push the pace, it is Apollo settling down behind. Brett Holman looking up court. A quick change as Anthony Rizzitano comes in for Kwasny. Apollo will make another change. Phillips. That was the most delayed action we have seen. Back to Cordio, a turnover after all that, and a great deflection. Sliding block by Joe Melillo. A captain sacrificing his body to keep it a 1-0 game. Melillo now on his feet. Brett Holman trying to time it with Phillips. And icing waved off, flooring waved off. The Apollo bench does not like it. And it is Carter who covers, and it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Comets. Well, again, this has been a much different story of a game for the Comets and Apollo for that matter. Apollo winning 3-2 against the Mariners. They had 3 goals in that game. Scored 7 goals against the Comets yesterday in the 3 p.m. game. The Comets scoring 6. Batista. Another save from Carter. He has been a wall. Batista and Biaggetti in the mix for the Comets. During this sequence, Matthew Altamare Able to clear the zone and flip it deep. Playing center field, the goaltender, McCracken, for the Comets.
Take one down. Volpe, go with them next. 91, I'm going to shake your bad attitude out of you.
5:07 to play. I just got a secondary confirmation that is Matthew McCracken in goal wearing Robbie Snyder's jersey. Got to make sure. 1-0. Offensive zone face-off for Apollo. False start, so now coming in to take the face-off, Connor Callahan, the assistant captain. Jacob Batista there in the middle. All right, no Callahan. Now it's Michael Andes. Glove down, trying to get a quick shot. Wysong. Batista. Good stop of momentum and off for Rhodes into the corner. Under 5 to play in regulation. We haven't seen a goal in over 2 periods of play. A lot of action, though. Space for Callahan. Kleckner on the far side. It's a deflection and another block for the Comets. That was Trevor Altman who made the play. Possession still with Apollo, looking for someone in the middle and all the way down for a flooring call. Well, another look at another good chance. And well done again by Trevor Altman, who was NJ1's most valuable defenseman a year ago in 2024. Good defensive play. And off the face-off, odd-angle chance, another loose ball. Here's a slapper from the point that goes just wide. A couple good chances there for Apollo. And all the way down again. Comets, although it is not a power play, sort of on their back heels right now, clearing the ball. Again, you can see at the end of a long weekend like this, the Comets have played so many games, this being their last one. Fatigue certainly coming into effect as McCracken makes a save. And all the way down again. This one will check up. No flooring here. So Carter will play it and leave for the captain in Melillo. Joe Melillo taking his time as we're under 4 minutes to play. Melillo, Wysong's in the middle. Melillo for Wysong. The trigger pulled, and McCracken, another pad save all the way down. Holman. Apollo with a line change. Fresh legs for the Comets as well. This one getting caught up in the netting. So 3:20 to go. Well, the Comets shot their shot early in this one with all those chances. Remember, 11 chances in the first period. Couple just incredible saves by Andrew Carter. And now it's been Apollo on the front foot. Can they break through? This will be an offensive zone faceoff for Gray and Apollo. At the moment, shot 17-11 in favor of the Comets, although that's through 2 periods, so a little bit more than that now. And Apollo has probably closed that gap with a number of chances here in the 3rd period. It's Gray turning around. And out for Volpe. Volpe, well done. And the play-by-play man. Spins it deep, chases after. Space for Cordio. Dutney helping out in the middle. Jones is there as well. Off the near side of the net. Into the middle of the saucer, looking for Cam Cordio. Zavola across the line. Zavola for Gray. Loose rebound. Holman. And now Volpe. Good chance for Apollo. They could not get it in the right spot. Bukanowicz on what was a great pass from Volpe. And he slams the board in disgust after what could have been a game-tying assist. Still, it's Tedesco. He'll wind and fire. And from behind, it's Apollo threatening Matthew Altamare. And loose on the right. 1:45 to go. I'll keep an eye on Andrew Carter as Spear, with no call. On the move is Apollo. Phillips chasing after it. Carter staying in the net for now. And again, we've had a lot of physical play. No calls since the first period. Only goal, only call came in the first period of play. A long time without a penalty or a goal. Apollo into the middle. Turnaround, good stop by McCracken. Here's Altamare across the way. Great defense from PJ Biagetti. Phillips, now an empty net is in. So 6 on 5, and a shot that is deflected wide by McCracken. 45 seconds. Apollo, last-ditch effort here in the final minute of play. Kleckner for Melillo. Kleckner down low, in the middle again, sliding defensive play. Here's Melillo, one more. And there's the goal! They tie it up with 23 seconds left. It is Brandon Kwasny with the equalizer. And Apollo, who was buzzing throughout this third period, finally breaks through. And here's another look. Finally the finish there from Kwasny. And we are at 1-1 with 18 seconds left. Under 10 to play until we get to an overtime session. Kleckner, maybe one last chance. That'll do it. And what an excellent game. Another one-goal contest will be the result of this one. Going to be a little bit different than what we saw yesterday. 7-6 was the final. Apollo defeated the Comets. Final's going to be 2-1 in favor of either the Comets or Apollo. We'll see how this one finishes coming up.
I love being a part of it because I am a player, I'm a coach, I'm a referee.
Ball hockey is so much more accessible to the average person if you've never played hockey before.
People look at it and like, oh, you just played, it's floor hockey, play the feet. It doesn't take skill to play. It takes skill to play.
We get excited, people get happy, there's fight, there's everything in it.
It's different.
It's fun.
Fast-paced.
Electric.
I mean, anyone can play.
And back we come in a 1-1 game. We have seen goals at the beginning of this game, the beginning of regulation, at the end of regulation. A lot of good play in between. But with just 40 seconds left, Apollo, who was threatening the entire third period. You can see the Comets are just a bit gassed here, but Batista with a big burst of energy as Melillo takes it away. And you're going to have a little bit more running here in this 3-on-3, a lot more ground to cover. As off Apollo goes, it's Callahan, Wysong, and Malilo. Those are the three for Apollo. Much more possession-based game here. 3-on-3 game. 2:25 to go. Here's Malilo. We have not seen a shootout, I don't believe, on the men's side throughout the weekend. Seen a couple for the ladies. Shootout is where it would go if we don't get a goal. As you can see, Wysong and Apollo, again, playing much more patient. When the game slowed down, it definitely favored Apollo. The Comets, who came out so strong and fast. It was tough for Apollo to keep up, and they really needed Andrew Carter to stand on his head, and he did so, making all those saves in the first period to keep it a one-goal game, and now a chance to win it if you're Apollo. After tying, still more possession here for Apollo. They are really taking their time here. Here is Kleckner. All the way back to Kwasny. It looks like Apollo is intent to take their shot. Good pass from Kwasny. And possession taken away by the Comets. So now it's J.D. Dutney as we approach a minute to go already. No shots here in this overtime session. Here comes Gray and Jones to join J.D. Dutney. Still have Kleckner and Kwasny on the floor for Apollo. Andes as well. And Andy's going to trip him up. Wow, no call. Dutney with Gray driving to the net. Gray with Carter making the save, and there is the call. So it wasn't the penalty that I thought it was going to be. Right at the boards, a couple bodies got caught up. But there on that most recent play, the drive towards the net, don't believe it's going to be a penalty shot, but it would be a 4-on-3. Let's take another look. So it's Kleckner who comes in, and yeah, that's the slash right there at the end. Not even sure if that would have made a difference. Another save from Carter. 4-on-3 here for the Comets with 38 seconds left. So you've got a really good opportunity for the Comets, who again have looked, no other way to say it, they've looked tired in the last period. Here's Batista from Dutney, and it's wide. Apollo will clear. Under 30 to play. Still time for a rush. Brandon Jones. Cordio. Shot blocked off the National Ball Hockey League sign. 7 seconds all the way down. We're going to have ourselves a shootout. Man, what a game. This has been fun to watch. Not a lot of goals, but high-level play. And it will take a shootout to decide this one. We'll have it for you here in a moment.
I love being a part of it because I am a player, I'm a coach, I'm a referee.
Ball hockey is so much more accessible to the average person if you've never played hockey before.
People look at it and like, oh, you just play, it's floor hockey, play the feet. It doesn't take skill to play. It takes skill to play.
We get excited, people get happy, there's fight, there's everything in it.
It's different.
It's fun.
Fast-paced.
Electric.
I mean, anyone can play.
All right, we are off with the penalty shootout. And Batista against Carter is the battle. Batista wins. Goal for the Comets, 1-for-1. Another quick look at the Batista shot. And good backhand after the deke. Here's Wysong to try to respond. And the save made. So big sequence there. You've got 3 chances. And now advantage for Apollo. Another look at McCracken's save. J.D. Dutney could put a real stranglehold on this one. Dutney waits, goes to the backhand and finishes upper 90. The captain makes it 2-for-2 for the Comets. I saw Carter, who was just protecting that glove side. But the finish was golden. Connor Callahan to try to keep Apollo's hopes alive. A save ends it. And that'll do it. The Comets win. The Comets win in a shootout. Matt McCracken, not listed on the roster as a goalie here, but McCracken with a great performance in Robbie Snyder's jersey. Able to make a couple saves in the shootout. He was 2-for-2. Great game here as the Comets, who came out firing, they will finish the tournament with a loss against the Greyhounds, a win against the Mariners, 2-2, the Comets. So good work by the Comets throughout the weekend. We'll see them in a couple months in Pittsburgh. 2-1 your final in a shootout. Comets win. Next game coming up, Greyhounds Mariners.